coming back. It's a C. Allegany College of Maryland is where it's at.
Touching lives, changing futures.
Please be seated. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 50th Commencement Ceremony of Allegany College of Maryland. My name is Cynthia Bambara. As president of the college, it is a privilege and honor to stand before you today as we honor our graduates. It is indeed a pleasure to see so many here this morning to celebrate the success of our students. Please join me in recognizing their accomplishments with a warm round of applause. This is one of 4 spring commencement ceremonies at the college where we honor our graduates. It is indeed a pleasure to see so many of you here to celebrate the success and accomplishments of our students. Please join me again in a warm round of applause in celebration of our students. The graduates before you today, along with those who completed their coursework in August and December of 2011, make up the class of 2012, for a total of 692 graduates. Today we celebrate with 367 graduates from this year's class. At Allegany College of Maryland, our primary goal is to have our students succeed. Graduates, we know we have met that goal when you earn your ACM degree or certificate. Today, you make all of us very proud as you walk across the stage to receive your diploma. Congratulations to each of you. At this time, I would like to introduce the platform guests who will stand as they are identified. Please hold all applause until everyone has been introduced. First, our Chair of the Board of Trustees, Mr. Kim Leonard. Board members, Dr. Raul Philippe, Mrs. Joyce Lapp, Mr. Jim Ortiz, and Mr. Barry Ronan. Our administrative team includes Ms. Linda Price, Vice President of Enrollment Management, Dr. Jim Snyder, Vice President for the Pennsylvania campuses, Ms. Mona Kleitz, Vice President of Administrative Services, Dr. Renee Connor, Vice President of Student and Legal Affairs, Mr. David DeWitt, Vice President of Finance, and Mrs. Fran Liebfried, Interim Vice President of Instructional Affairs, and Dr. Barb Beebe, Vice President of Continuing Education. Our student speakers, Kelly Baker, introduced by Associate Professor Jenna Gallion, Humanities Department Chair. Colleen Watson, introduced by Associate Professor Dr. Ron Jenkins, English faculty member. Natalya Turner, introduced by Associate Professor Ron Krug, Coordinator of Business Department at the Cumberland campus. At this time, I ask for the faculty and staff of Allegany College of Maryland to stand and be recognized. Graduates, I know that you will agree, without the dedication and commitment of these individuals, you would not be here today. Join me in acknowledging them and thanking them for their outstanding service. Much work goes into this ceremony, and I would like to now thank those who helped make it possible. Associate Professor Kathy Klein chairs the Commencement Committee. As you can imagine, there is a tremendous amount of work for this committee to plan the ceremony and to ensure it is indeed a celebration for all of you to remember. To the Commencement Committee, I offer all of you a sincere thank you. To our radiologic technology students, much gratitude for serving as ushers. I would also like to recognize our Grand Marshal, Rick Cooper, our Assistant Grand Marshal, Professor Dr. Mark Shore, as well as Assistant Professor Kurt Hoffman and Bill Devlin, Director of the Student Success Center, who assisted with the faculty lineup. In addition, special thanks to Associate Professors Jenna Gallion and Lynn Bowman, who will serve as the readers for this morning's ceremony. At ACM, commencement is a time of all hands on deck, and everyone in the college community works together to support this very special celebration. Special thanks to the staff in computer services, admissions and registration, advancement, physical plant, media services, and our cafeteria staff who have provided their services to prepare the reception, which follows this ceremony in the College Center. Our music for this morning's celebration is provided by the Coronation Brass, directed by Brian Plitnick, and pianist Jordan Swager. Thank you for sharing your gifts and talents with us. Finally, for those of you in the audience who are here to support the graduates and honor their accomplishments, deserve our gratitude. Parents, grandparents, spouses, children, grandchildren, friends, and other family members, your support to these students has truly helped in the achievement of their goals. So today, as we honor the graduates, we also honor you and thank you for your support. Graduates, join me in thanking all of your loved ones who have helped make it possible for you to walk across the stage today. It is now my privilege to introduce the chair of the Allegany College of Maryland Board of Trustees, Mr. Kim Leonard.
Good morning, everyone. It's really a great day, and it's a type of day that we just want to celebrate just living in general. But we're here to celebrate a graduation. And certainly on behalf of the Allegany College Board of Trustees, we congratulate you graduates. You can be very proud of your accomplishments. In many cases, you and your families have sacrificed much in order for you to begin this new journey. And I know this sacrifice will be rewarded. In our short lifetime, we seldom encounter these major crossroads. This is one of those occasions, and I'm sure you're prepared to take advantage of this tremendous opportunity. Let's again thank the ones who have helped us along the way. Our families, not here, your friends, faculty, and staff here at ACM. And again, I salute you all. Preparation for this day is now past, and it's now time to apply your education that you received here at Allegany College of Maryland. Enjoy every day as you're enjoying today, and remember your successes are limited only by the extent of your dreams. I am always asked to impart some words of wisdom, and I've come to the conclusion the only reason I'm asked that is because I'm older and I'm gray. So there must be something to do with those two things. So I'm going to give just a little rendition of that, if you would bear with me. We had talked about dreams, and that reminds me a bit of a story. A boy approached a very famous man and asked, "I understand you're a very wise man. I'd like to know the secret of life." The man looked down at the youngster and replied, "I thought a lot about this during my lifetime, and the secret can be summed up in 4 words. The first is think. Think about the values you wish to live your life by. The second is believe. Believe in yourself based on the thinking you've done about the values you're going to live your life by. The third is to dream. Dream about the things you can be based on your belief in yourself and the values you're going to live by. The last is dare. Dare to make your dreams become reality based on your belief in yourself and your values." And at that moment, Walt Disney said to the boy, "Think, believe, dream, and dare." Congratulations on your graduation.
President Bombara, members of the board, colleagues, friends, and class of 2012, I welcome the opportunity to introduce Ms. Kelly Baker. Kelly is familiar to us in the classroom and as a forward on the women's basketball team. Kelly began her college career while still in high school as an early college student. She graduates today with an associate's degree in early childhood education and plans to continue at Frostburg State University. Kelly comes from a long line of teachers, beginning with her great-grandmother who taught in a one-room schoolhouse, to her father, Mike, who is a professor and coach here at the college. Kelly's mother, Christine, and sister, Jenny, are elementary educators here in Allegheny County. One could say Kelly has decided to join the family business. A student who loves learning earns the right and the ability to help others learn. If you have shared a classroom experience with Kelly, you will know she is a diligent student and possesses a passion for learning and a creative spirit. She is described by her education professors as helpful, always smiling, and extremely bright and creative student. Please welcome your graduation speaker, Kelly Baker.
Albert Einstein once said, "Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving." Throughout our lives, we've all faced obstacles we thought we'd never overcome. For most of us, at one point, Allegany College presented us with one of these obstacles. We have overcome these obstacles by never giving up. We kept moving. So I'd first off like to say congratulations to the students graduating today. We have overcome the obstacle we know as Allegany College. Although we have faced adversities at our time here, I think it is safe to say we will always remember our time spent here. Allegany College holds 2 years of my life I will never forget. The 3 F's have helped me through my time here: friends, faculty, and family. My friends have been the wheels on the bicycle. They kept me going when I felt like I had nothing left to give. When I first started school here, I thought I would just meet a few people to sit with in class, but I wouldn't make any true, meaningful relationships. Needless to say, I was wrong. I have not only met people that are local, but also people from Virginia, West Virginia, Pennsylvania, New York, and Texas. I have met some of the nicest down-to-earth people while going to school here. I didn't just find friends to sit with in class, but I found the friendships that everyone wishes for, ones that last a lifetime. The kindness doesn't stop with the students, but also includes the faculty. I was told in high school that teachers aren't going to help you along in college. I have found the opposite to be true. Anytime I had a question, I could go to the faculty for answers. The teachers here are willing to go the extra mile to see their students succeed. I think this is a special quality of Allegany College. I can tell the teachers enjoy what they are doing, and this has inspired me to be the same way in my classroom one day. Specifically, in the education department, the teachers are willing to take the time out of their busy schedules to help us achieve our goals. Not only do they help with school-related issues, but with personal problems as well. I have learned so much from the professors at this school. They have taught me to stand on my own 2 feet and face every challenge with an I can attitude. Along with the people I have met here, I would like to thank my family. My family is the frame of the bicycle. This may be the most important part. Without the frame, the bike falls apart. I can easily say my family didn't have an easy task. They would listen to me tell stories about my students and my internships and dealt with their living room floor being covered in educational crafts on multiple occasions. Not only am I a student, but an athlete as well. My family supported me at my basketball games and dealt with me stomping around the house late at night getting home from away games. So to my family, thank you for the love and support you have not only shown me while at Allegany, but throughout my life. To the future incoming students, I would give one piece of advice: keep an open mind. Allegany College is a great school to get your education headed in the right direction. This school allows you to get the full college experience on a smaller scale. We get to know more of the population than some of the bigger four-year schools. Allegany helps you ease into your future. This is not to say that everything is given to you on a silver platter, but you have to work and earn your grades like anywhere else, except for the fact that the teachers are willing to take the time to help you achieve your goals. Also, don't forget that you will face an obstacle here or there, but if you look around, there will always be somebody standing there helping you to achieve that goal. There have been bumps and tears along the way, but with great support from family, friends, and faculty, We have made it and are now sitting here anxious and waiting for what life has to hold for us in the future. We have reached our destination and are now looking for a new place to experience. As we move on into the next stage of our lives, whether this is furthering our education or finding a job, it is important to remember that just at Allegany College, there will always be those people to help you succeed and meet your goals. Now, there might not be as many of these people that there are here, but there will be a few. Just remember, to keep your balance, just keep moving. Life is just like riding a bicycle. Again, congratulations to my fellow classmates. Thank you.
Привет, как дела? That means hello, how are you in Russian? And when Russians are in a good mood, they usually respond by saying something like, Spasibo, хорошо? So I want to find out what kind of mood you folks are in out there today, including the folks in the audience. When I ask the question in Russian, if you are in a very good mood, please answer Spasibo, хорошо. Let's give it a try, okay? Привет, как дела? That's not bad. There's some cranky people out there, but hopefully your mood improves as the day progresses. I have the privilege and really the honor of introducing our next student speaker, Natalya Turner. Natalya was born and raised in Russia. She emigrated to the United States in 2007, just 5 years ago. English is her second language, and while you'll find out very soon that she speaks wonderful English, the fact is it has actually been a challenge for her to do most of her learning in English, to the point where she spends a lot of her time actually translating works, readings and such, from English into Russian, so she can better understand it. She'll talk to you more about that. Despite this obstacle, Natalya is graduating today with a perfect 4.0 grade point average in, get this, 3 different associate's programs: accounting, business administration, and economics. Her plans for the fall, her immediate plans, are to transfer to Frostburg State University to get a bachelor's degree in accounting, and then eventually get her MBA. Natalya is the quintessential example of the complete student, as evidenced by the organization she has been involved in, very actively engaged in. She is the past chapter president of Phi Beta Lambda, which is a leadership fraternity, leadership organization, really the college equivalent of Future Business Leaders of America. She is also the past chapter president of Phi Theta Kappa, which is our honor society. She is or was a member of the Student Government Association. She is, and don't quote me on this, but I believe the only student member of the college's curriculum committee, and she's also a tutoring club member. As a matter of fact, she has her tutoring certificate in business and was kind enough this year to offer to actually tutor students in 6 different disciplines, including financial and managerial accounting and micro and macroeconomics, which are very challenging for a lot of students. She did an absolutely outstanding job serving as a tutor for the past couple of years, and I think was busier than ever this past year. She's won numerous awards. Natalya has been named to the All-Maryland academic team, one of only 29 students at the 16 Maryland community colleges to be so designated. She was named the ACM Outstanding Business Student. She has won a Focus on Women Award. She has won special recognition from Phi Theta Kappa on 2 occasions. Also on 2 occasions, she was named to Who's Who in American colleges and universities. Regarding Phi Beta Lambda, last year Natalya got a 2nd place finish at the state competition in Hunt Valley, Maryland, in the subject of macroeconomics. That actually allowed her to qualify for the national championships, which were held in Orlando last year, but unfortunately we were not able to send her. Still quite a high honor. Finally, Natalya initiated, designed, and managed ACM's 50th anniversary Faculty Appreciation Project, for which all faculty are, in fact, very appreciative. She is also very heavily involved in community and church activities, but I think you have a pretty good sense already that she's a wonderful citizen, along with being a wonderful, complete student. And so without further ado, I bring you Natalya Turner.
Здравствуйте. Hello. Dr. Bambara, Board of Trustees, Vice Presidents, faculty, staff, honored guests, fellow graduates, families, and friends. Congratulations, class of 2012. We are graduating in a special year, Allegany College of Maryland 50th anniversary. This is a great honor to me to speak at ACM's 50th commencement ceremony. I would like to thank everyone who helped me to come to this point of receiving associate's degree and speaking at the ceremony. First of all, I would like to thank my Lord, who granted me this life and all of opportunities for my choices. I thank my parents and family for their unconditional love, help, and understanding. My dad unexpectedly passed away last summer. My mom and brothers are 5,000 miles away at this moment, but their thoughts and prayers with me. I thank my husband, Timothy, who has been my constant support and encouragement since I immigrated to United States, and who helps me to overcome the difficulties relating with my transition from Russian to American culture. I thank the Allegany College of Maryland administration, faculty, and staff for the tremendous work you've done for me. Special thanks to Mr. Ron Krug for being my academic advisor, instructor, and an advisor of the Phi Beta Lambda chapter. In my speech, I would like to address 3 important values on a journey to success: hard work, responsibility, and thankfulness. Let me ask you, have you experienced any challenges while attending the college? I'm sure you did. Like you, I experienced challenges too. English is my second language. Because of the language, I struggled a lot, and I still do. To be able to understand and memorize the subjects in English, I have been spending 6 to 8 hours for translation every day. Many days I slept only 3 to 4 hours. There have been critical moments when I wanted to quit. Through all of these years of hard work and dedication, I've been able to succeed in each of my classes. And I came to the point to be able to help other struggling students. I'm very thankful to ACM community for embracing diversity. I am a part of that diversity since I came from a different culture. My fellow graduates, you took your initiative to meet the challenges and to work hard toward your degree. We must accept the fact that we are responsible for whether we fail or achieve. We should not blame anybody for our failures or misfortunes, but we should take the responsibility to find the right path to the success. The proof of your hard work and responsibility is that you are here today receiving your degree. Legendary coach of the Green Bay Packers, Vince Lombardi, said, "Dictionary is the only place that success comes before work. Hard work is the price we must pay for success." I think you can accomplish anything if you are willing to pay the price. Thankfulness is another value on the journey to success. We need to be grateful to everyone who helps us to succeed. let me tell you something. Before attending the college, I never liked science and math. But SEM professors did a miracle. Their inspiring teaching and methods sparked my interest in both of these subjects. I never imagined myself being able to dissect animal specimens and actually enjoying it. I also could not imagine myself enjoying pre-calculus and calculus, but I do now. Thank you, SEM professors, for your remarkable job. I'm sure all graduates join me in this praise. Again, congratulations, my fellow graduates. I leave you with these three precious values that will serve you well in your life: hard work, responsibility, and thankfulness. Благослови Господи. Спасибо. God bless and thank you.
I'm Dr. Ron Jenkins, and I'm pleased to be here to introduce my former student, Colleen Watson, who in some sense is still my student because she maintains contact with me, and I have been privileged to maintain a conversation with her about her education and about literature. She was actually in my literature course, Introduction to Literature, about 2 or 2.5 years ago. My main memory of Colleen during the semester, as she would sit in the class, was that while I was speaking, she was looking at me. One thing that you might remember, particularly if you go on to continue your studies, is that your teachers are just a little bit narcissistic. They crave human contact. They love it. They're here for their students. And so, you know, always look at them to the degree that you can. They will remember it. I would add that Colleen is such a good writer that I used her essays, 2 of her essays, as model essays for my other students. Now, that may not sound spectacular to you unless you are involved in the actual process of teaching and learning, but it's spectacular to me. And as Colleen honored me, I am proud to be here to honor Colleen. And so now I give you Colleen Watson. Thank you.
Life is a journey, not a destination. This is a quote I've heard many times throughout my life, and I have to say, this quote is just as applicable now as it was when I was younger. No one knows when he starts a journey if he will complete it as planned, or if detours will steer him in a different direction. I thought I was headed in one direction with my life, but circumstances changed my course and made me reconsider. My journey at Allegany College of Maryland started all the way back in 2008 when I had hopes of becoming a massage therapist. I met many wonderful people, both students and faculty. They all made me feel welcome and encouraged me as I started my studies as a non-traditional student at the age of 22. I worked hard and was thrilled when I received my acceptance in the massage therapy program. I really liked massage therapy, but unfortunately, it did not like me. I developed tendonitis in my wrist and made the difficult decision to drop out of the program. And I took a semester off to consider my options in life and what I might do. I felt a need to do something more, that my life's purpose was still out there for me to grasp. I decided to come back to Allegany College to start a new journey down a different path. I walked into the registration office having no idea what I was going to do, and I was paired with one of the hardworking ladies that work in there. And she had no idea how much her help that day started me on the next journey in my life. She asked me 2 simple questions. What interests do you have, and what do you plan to do with your degree? Although this seems so basic, having someone else pose these questions to me made me really pause and reflect on what she was saying. Then it was like a light bulb flashed on. The answer was so simple. I wanted to be a teacher. Pursuing education as a career was never something I thought I could achieve. I always had a thought in the back of my mind that being a teacher would be something I would really enjoy, but I never thought that I had what it would take to go through the 4 years of vigorous training that it would take to achieve that goal. So, 2 weeks before classes started back in August of 2010, I had a new purpose in life. And over the past 2 years, I feel I've really found my life's calling. I love education. I have a great passion for learning, and I aspire to instill that same passion into the hearts of the children that I will one day encounter in my classroom. I am so excited to continue my journey of becoming an elementary education teacher, and I have Allegany College of Maryland to thank for laying the foundation for my career. As I mentioned before, I started my journey here as a non-traditional student, just like many of the other graduates sitting here today. And here I am, graduating today with my Associates of Arts in Teaching, a degree that will propel me to reach my goals as I continue my journey at Frostburg State University and eventually into my own classroom one day. And even though my time here at Allegany College of Maryland has been sometimes arduous and challenging, I found support not only in the amazing, dedicated professors, but also in my fellow classmates who pushed me to be the best I could be, even when I thought I could go no further. In addition to the staff, we graduates must also recognize our parents and the people in our lives who have done so much to help get us to where we are today. We would not be here today without their help. Please acknowledge those who have made a difference in your life with a round of applause at this time. And to each of my fellow graduates, I offer these words. No matter the journey that each of you is on, or the mode of transportation you use to get there, a car, a boat, a train, or on the back of a slow-moving donkey, you are moving along the path that will someday achieve your goal and show you that everything you had to do to get there was worth it. But just remember that on this journey, you do not want to burn bridges, because you never know when that bridge will be your only path in moving forward. And never forget those that had an influence on your life, whether positive or negative, because there's always something to be learned from every situation. Today, fellow graduates, is our day to relax and celebrate our journey thus far, our day to feel proud of what we have accomplished thus far, and our day to reflect upon the quote, "Life is a journey, not a destination." And our graduation from Allegany College of Maryland today ends one small part of our life's journey. And I wish you all safe travel and Godspeed as we all continue our journeys as we leave this fine campus today. Thank you.
Mr. Leonard, the candidates who are being presented to you at this commencement have been duly enrolled, extensively examined, and are thoroughly recommended by the faculty as having completed the requirements for the associate degree, the certificate, or the letter of recognition as appropriate from Allegany College of Maryland. The President and I, the Interim Vice President of Instructional Affairs, therefore certify that the candidates are entitled to receive the same and take pride in presenting them to you.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. By the authority vested in the Board of Trustees by the State of Maryland, the following students, having been duly examined and recommended by the faculty and certified by the President as having met the requirements for graduation, are hereby granted the associate degree or certificate as appropriate and are entitled to all the rights and privileges thereto appertaining.
Before formally presenting the graduates, we would like the graduates from Allegany College of Maryland's Honor Program, the members of Phi Theta Kappa, the Focus on Women Award recipients, and those graduating as summa cum laude, magna cum laude, and cum laude to stand and be recognized. Congratulations on your academic achievements at Allegany College of Maryland. The following graduates are receiving the associate degree and/or certificate. As the instructional programs are announced, please come forward and please hold your applause until the graduates have received their diplomas for each curriculum area. Associate of Applied Science degrees, Applied Technical Studies.
Justin Wayne Bergstresser. Sarah Elizabeth Collins, Certificate Business Office Support Specialist. Natasha M. Frank. Duncan Everett Howard. Jeremiah Jackson, Certificate Computer Service Technician, magna cum laude. Joshua Bowen Jenkins. Maxie Ann Pugh, letter of recognition, summa cum laude.
Automotive Technology.
Bradley Lawrence Demos, magna cum laude. Jonna Whetstone.
Business Management.
Autumn Denise Dieter. Joshua D. Perrin, Associate of Science, General Studies, Certificates, Business Entrepreneurship, Business Supervision, Letter of Recognition.
Communication Arts Technology.
Elizabeth Shannon Ernest. Danielle Marie Fruick. Jordan S. Klein. Allison Marie Ruby, cum laude. Julie Lynn Showalter, magna cum laude.
Computer Science and Technology.
Jared B. Court, letter of recognition. Michael D. Lowry.
Criminal justice.
Dustin M. Adams, certificate, criminal justice, letter of recognition, summa cum laude. Sabrina C. Albright, associate of science, arts and sciences criminology, certificate, criminal justice, letter of recognition. Shane Michael Baer, letter of recognition, magna cum laude. Alexandria B. Cooper, letter of recognition. Larry X. Daniels, Sr., certificate, criminal justice, letter of recognition, magna cum laude. Andrew G. Preston. Jessica D. Staples, cum laude.
Culinary arts.
Madeline Bookwalter, magna cum laude. Stephen M. Gowden, cum laude.
Forest technology.
Joseph M. Dove, magna cum laude. Slater D. Hafer. Samantha Lynn Hopkins. Andrew J. Nicklow, magna cum laude. Matthew William Rowley. Chad William Rugg, cum laude. Alexander Paul Saggy, cum laude. Thomas Carlisle Warfield. Jared Travis Way.
Hotel and restaurant management.
Sarah L. Evans, General Studies, magna cum laude.
Office Technologies.
Jenny L. Deal, Administrative Assistant Option, Certificate, Office System Support, General Studies, Letter of Recognition, magna cum laude. Brittany Hevner, Medical Office Systems Option, Certificate, Medical Coding.
Associate of Arts degrees, Arts and Science.
Stephanie Lynn Trail, Applied Technical Studies, General Studies. Joseph A. Willison, Jr., magna cum laude.
Teaching.
Colleen Watson, Elementary Education, General Studies, summa cum laude. Morgan Page Klingerman, Elementary Education, Secondary Education, General Studies, magna cum laude. Whitney Rhodes, Elementary Education, cum laude.
Associate of Science degrees, Arts and Sciences.
Tiffany Ann Fenton, Psychology, General Studies. Nathan George, Mathematics, summa cum laude. Krista Dawn Johnson, Secondary Education. Leland Clark Kessel, Secondary Education. June Loy, Secondary Education. Ashley McManaway, Accounting. Christina Y. Russell, Applied Technical Studies, General Studies, Psychology. Kevin James Shields, Secondary Education, General Studies, Applied Technical Studies. Samantha A. Shipway, Secondary Education, General Studies, Applied Technical Studies, summa cum laude. Carrie Shoemaker, Psychology, magna cum laude. Jordan Scott Staggs, Psychology, cum laude. Rhiannon Stevenson, Secondary Education, summa cum laude. Jacob D. Twigg, Secondary Education, Phi Theta Kappa, summa cum laude.
Business Administration.
Natalya Viktorovna Turner, Accounting and Economics, Focus on Women Award, Phi Theta Kappa, summa cum laude. William Donald Cessna, summa cum laude. Rebecca Murray, General Studies, Accounting and Economics, Applied Technical Studies, magna cum laude.
Elementary Education.
Kelly N. Baker, Early Childhood, General Studies, magna cum laude. Heather Marie Lillian Largent, Early Childhood, magna cum laude. Chantrice Hester Sadie Mack, Early Childhood.
General Studies.
Cassie Lynn Baker. Brianna Whitney Bonaparte. Raymond Joseph Fazio, Phi Theta Kappa, Honors, magna cum laude. Fina Karoma. Brandon W. Miller. James Morozic, letter of recognition. Jennifer Dawn Roddy, letter of recognition, cum laude. Sean N. Rose. Bethany Trail, letter of recognition.
Certificates, automotive technology.
Kenneth Lee Lichtel, summa cum laude.
We're done.
Might have to stay here.
Graduates, please stand. To signify your accomplishments and to be formally recognized as our May 2012 graduating class, you may now move your tassel from right to left. Please join me in congratulating our students. This concludes our commencement ceremony. Students, family, and friends, please remember to join us for a reception in the Student Center immediately following commencement. We ask that our guests in the audience please remain seated as the stage party, the faculty, and the students exit the building.
AC. With an education that'll keep you coming back. It's AC. Allegany College of Maryland is where it's at.
Touching lives, changing futures.